I'm live. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm still getting ready. I just cut the lights on the porch to see if I could generate some children who want candy. Halloween, everybody. I'm still getting ready. I just cut the lights on the porch to see. Sorry about that. I have to have multiple devices so I can read. But welcome to the live stream. Oh, I forgot one of my props. I can't forget to be fabulous. Hey, fabulous on this Halloween night. I just miss some kids. They were across the street. Their parents had them. Oh, here comes some now. Oh, we got kids. He looking like, what's going on? They see the lights. All right. Trick or treat. How you doing? You're a Ninja Turtle? Oh my goodness, where's your bag? I'm like, these parents, I have to give it to you guys with all this bad weather. All right, you all be safe and have fun. Did I miss anybody? Okay. All right. I had a Ninja Turtle come to visit me. All right, let's see who's in the house. Hey, Jocelynn Harlan. Hey, Darylyn. Hey, Patrice. How is everyone? Welcome to the stream. Yep, so precious, a Ninja Turtle. And you see how, let me see, maybe this way. When I look, I'm fabulous with my fur on. And what do we have here? You missing part of your costume. Oh, you got to go back. You don't have your hat. You don't have your. Where's my light? Yeah. We got to get some more lights going on. I look like Kevin Durant. What does Patrice say? Hey, how you doing, Patrice? So good to see you. You'll be right back, Darylyn. Okay, I'll be right here for a while. So good to have you guys come and spend some time with us tonight while we wait for the children to come and get their candy. And I had a little theme music going. I don't know what, I think it ended. I have to play it again. I hope you can hear it. Trying not to get a copyright. What is the title of it? Horror Music by Audionautix. And it's copyright-free music from, what's the app I use when I edit? Viva Video. Because people have been getting copyrighted left and right. So I want to be careful with that. Then I started to play like a movie. Oh, more trick-or-treaters. I'll be right back. Hi, how you doing? There you go. Be safe now. Happy Halloween. Okay. She was taller than her dad. I heard somebody saying Happy Halloween. I'm looking, but her dad was out there because she was a big girl. I thought it was going to be a little kid behind her, but I totally understand that. I get it because I'm tall, and I remember my parents stopped me from trick or treating when I was 11. I was so hurt. Patrice says, let me bring it up here so I can see it better. I don't have to squint. You two look like you're having just as much fun as the kids. We are. This is actually my first year giving candy in a long time because usually they come so late if they see lights on, and I would have to go to work the next day. But I'm not working right now, so I can, afford to stay up a little bit longer and, have a little bit of fun with them. Hi, Jocelynn. Your decorations are lovely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate you coming to spend some time with us this evening. We're just trying to get Mr. G's costume right, and I'm missing a part of mine. I'm supposed to have on a headband, but what did I do with it? I'll be right back. My outfit won't be complete without my headband. Oh, everything off. And you have to cut the bathroom light off so they can see the light in the hallway. If you had your hair and everything, you're supposed to be looking like Freddy Krueger. You can't. You was looking like a Ninja Turtle too. So I'm back. I don't know how many kids I'm gonna have tonight. I was just watching the news, and in Southwest Detroit, there's a house. This man has been decorating both the front and the backyard since 1970. And he says he has enough decorations to do two more houses. And most of them are mechanical, and they also have light features and moving parts. And the backyard is full of people like the Walking Dead, and they have knives sticking in them and blood running down, and you got these funny looking baby dolls on swings on the front porch. I mean, it was amazing. You had a couple, the bride and the groom. Let's see. Yeah. Hi, Alicia. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Yep, I was surprised too. Alicia says, we have a man that does that here too. Yep, I was really surprised and very fascinated. And so I wondered how close that was to where my grandson and his mom live at. And so my son gave me an approximation. So usually he gets 2,000 children every year for candy when it doesn't rain. And he said on the rain out years, he gets in between 1,500 and 1,600 children. That is a lot of kids. A lot of kids. So I don't know how much he spends on candy. He said his light bill is about $400 for Halloween alone. So I guess maybe he might play it. Where you at? He can't get it together, y'all. He can't get it together. Yeah, I guess he might play the lights for maybe a week and about $400. There you go. Now you got the more of a Freddy Krueger look, slightly. We just couldn't find the striped shirt. Be right back. Okay, okay, Patrice. Yep, that's important. Yep. So I'm assuming that he probably does the same thing for Christmas. However, I don't even know where he would store decorations for Halloween and for Christmas. I don't nearly have that many decorations, and I have a problem with storage. You know, I use every cubby hole. I have a couple up under the stairs and then another closet towards the back of the basement and things like that. And I have an attic area, but still, when you have that many decorations, you kind of forget what you have unless you catalog them and you know, have some type of inventory and say, okay, well, I used this one last year, I'm gonna use this one this year. I don't know how he does it, but it was fantastic. So maybe if you Google WDIV Channel 4 in Detroit and look for the what do I want to call it? Halloween. Yeah, the Halloween decoration. But what is it called now? The videotape story. I can't think. It's I've been going all day long. So how is yours? Is it blinking or not blinking? I thought I saw it blink.
You know, it was broke anyway.
And mine is blinking a little bit. Let me see if I can adjust my camera some. There we go. You can see mine. Mine says boo to match my boo shirt. Fabulous. Jocelynn says you two look great. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You watch my car?
Nope, I didn't get a chance.
Okay.
I thought you would have done it in between chess games. He loves to play chess. Can you get scissors and open this for me? I'm telling you. Okay. Be a man if you want to. I asked him to open my snacks. Okay, the snacks I have are the roasted pecans from Wendy's. And they have a sugary coating on them, but they also have like cayenne pepper or some kind of heat. But you get them with the apple pecan chicken salad. And I just eat them by themselves, like for a snack. You know how you would just eat regular peanuts? I love these pecans. They're so good. Thank you. I didn't get a chance to make. Can you grab? I got an orange soda in the on the door in the refrigerator, just so I can have something to wet my whistle. Let me see. I think. Oh, Alicia said yes. I can't imagine his light bill during Christmas. I can't either. I would love to see it. Now there are a lot of homes. In the city of Detroit and surrounding suburbs that do light festivals. You have parks in the Detroit metro area, thank you, that do light festivals. And they're pretty creative with their lights, I must say. As a child, we didn't even have to go that far. Right around the block, their neighborhood block club got together and decorated the entire block with Christmas lights. So there was always a long line of cars waiting to get into the street so they can just take a slow roll down the block and look at all the Christmas lights. It's fun. And it's nice for the kids to see that. They have so many wonderful memories of it. And it's just, a good thing to do. So it looks kind of quiet. When I first opened my door, I had just missed 2 carloads of children. And by the time I got my lights on, they were gone. So I missed them. And like I say, it's been raining all day long. It's not raining as hard as it was last night, but you know how when it rains all day, it doesn't stop. Jocelynn says, I'm a new subscriber and I have been loving your makeup tutorials. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the support, Jocelynn. I knew that I thought that your name was new to me, but sometimes I know people change their channel name sometimes. Do you have a channel, Jocelynn? Or are you a watcher? Because some people, I would say most of the people I know on YouTube have channels of their own and generate some type of content. And speaking of makeup, I'm doing right after this broadcast, I'm going to be dropping a new makeup video. It's with the Beauty Over 40 makeup collab group. And for the month of October, uh, the theme was Beauty, Beast, or Breast Cancer Awareness. I'm not going to tell you which one I chose, but you're going to see it because I'm going to drop it right after this broadcast. I started following Beauty Over 40, and this is how I found you. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yep, she's a wonderful lady. In fact, all the girls are nice. This is my 3rd month with them because I just started recently with them, and I'm loving it because we just do one look a month. And in the beginning, it was perfect because I was caring for my dad at the time, and so it's kind of hard to, put out videos every day, especially makeup videos, because it takes so much to set up everything and then to break it all down. You would not believe it takes at least an hour for me to get everything set up so I don't have to run in and out to grab a brush or some eyeliner or mascara. It takes a lot, and then editing afterward. So so far I've been enjoying the group, and like I said, just once a month we have a different theme. And I want to say there's in between 18 and 20 ladies in the group, but all of them don't participate every month. It's up to you if you want to participate on a month by month basis. Hey, Prime and Carter, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So good to see you. Jocelynn says, I'm a watcher, too much anxiety to do anything else. Oh, but you know what? You would be surprised how much doing things like this help to relieve the anxiety. And I say that for a reason. When my mom was sick, which is how I got to YouTube, I was doing reviews for Amazon. But Amazon had a change in their terms of service, so you couldn't do the reviews like you once had done. So I'm like, what am I going to do now? And I had been a watcher of YouTube. And so I said, you know what? Maybe I could try YouTube. So that was 2 years ago. This past October the 17th, I believe, I did my first video. And it keeps you busy, keeps you creative. keeps the juices flowing, you know, and then you interact with so many different people, whether they're watchers or they actually have channels themselves, and you know, build YouTube ships with these people, you know, because it's not like you can just pick up and go out to lunch with them unless they live in your area. And I have met one. Prime and Carter says hello to Mr. G.
Hello, how you doing?
Yep. The soulfoodqueen.net. She came to the Detroit area to visit friends last year around my birthday. And she emailed me and said, you know, I'm going to be in the Detroit area. I would love to meet you. And I was super excited to meet her. So we ended up meeting at a mall. We did some shopping. We had lunch. In fact, I did a video around it. And we had a good time. And so still to this day, that relationship with her remains strong. We talk almost every day, and not just about YouTube, just things in life. Our ages are similar, and we both have children, you know, so we have lots of things in common, and we just have a good time and try to figure this YouTube thing out, because I tell you, it's something different every day. Let's see. Yep, I want to keep it there. Yep, so I thought I saw a group of children across the street where that light is.
I ain't seen nobody.
You didn't see the kids that came here?
Yeah, I saw my mom.
Oh, you know, we're kind of close to the main road, so they might have went to the pizza parlor, to the gas station, or to the store, because there's several stores and gas stations like right on the other side of the road. And I'm believing you. He wrong for that one, y'all. He said our neighbors next door were coming. Oh my goodness, that would be funny if they did show up and say trick or treat. I know. I think he was at the door when I cut the lights on. Yep. That's too funny. That would be hilarious if they showed up for trick or treats. Yep. So, while we were here waiting on the children, we were trying to think of some activities that we could do. And what do we have? Word association. Like I would say a word related to Halloween, then he has to say a word related to Halloween. And the first person that messes up and says a word not related to Halloween would lose. That's a good one. And then random stories. Now, just in the regular news today, I heard a very spooky story. The story, and you may have heard about it, was about an adoption. The adoption was of a couple who adopted a 6-year-old girl. Okay, but when they got her home and the mother went to bathe her, she was shocked by what she saw. So she called the husband in to come and see, and he said when he got to the bathroom that his wife's face was as white as a sheet, And so he was like, "What's going on? What's wrong?" She was like, "You got to come in and see for yourself." So he went into the bathroom where his wife was bathing. You're listening? Okay, Patrice. Um, the wife was bathing the little girl, and he said that the little girl at 6 had uh she was mature at the bottom. So you understand what that means without me getting into it too much. She had things that she shouldn't have had at her age. Maybe if she was pre-adolescent, that might have occurred, but she was not. This little girl was born in the Ukraine, but they also noticed that she did not have an accent and she did not know the Ukraine language. And they also accused the girl of actually being an adult trapped in a small body, and that
some kind of
dwarfism.
Dwarfism.
Yeah. They thought they knew she was a dwarf, but they thought she was 6. And they said that she tried to kill the wife twice or threatened to kill her twice. So they got scared and they left her in a house or an apartment all by herself. And hey, MzBlaq Dee, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Agedgracefully and Mr. D. How you doing? Hey. Welcome to the stream. Yep, so they left her allegedly in a house alone, and by her being a dwarf, even if she was older than 6 years old, she could not fend for herself in terms of like making her own meals and maybe getting in and out of the bathtub safely or whatever. But at the end of the day, the parents that adopted her were arrested. And so they're awaiting court proceedings to find out what's going to happen to them for leaving her at home alone. Now, if she's 6, then maybe they should get in trouble. But if they find out she's 16 and that she does have some issues where she's threatening to kill people, maybe they might be a little bit more lenient on them. And there were some questions about her even being as old as 30. Yeah, so if you can imagine a person that looks 6 in your household, but you got to sleep with one eye open because this child has threatened to kill you. So I don't know. How do you feel about that? Let me see. No, Prime and Carter, this is for real. It was on the news right before I went live. If you go online and Google, what is it?
Fox 4 News?
Not Fox 4 edition. Special, is it special edition?
Was it special edition? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a news show that comes on right before the news. Like we have WDIV news, but I think it's special edition. The story is on there. There's also a story about it on YouTube. So I guess that this happened some time ago and it's just now getting out. I think I heard about that story. I think she might be grown. That's what they saying. She might be grown. Jocelynn says, what an insane story. I know that was like, did they wait and save that story for Halloween? I don't know what to think about that one, because when he brought it up to me this evening, he was like, did you hear? And I'm like, hear what? But supposedly, well, they did show this couple. So actually, there is another couple who claim that they had an opportunity to adopt her. and that they brought her to their home on several occasions just over the weekend, just to see if it would be a right fit for everybody, because they have a daughter who they're dwarfs. They have a daughter who's a dwarf. Their whole house is set up so that they can reach things. It's like barrier-free construction. The kitchen is set up with an island. The ovens are low. The sink is low. The refrigerator is probably like the average shortest height. And maybe they might just use like the lower shelves or whatever. But they said that the little girl, at the time they met her, she was 6. So right now they're saying she should be 16. And they do have pictures of the little girl with their daughter, because they were similar ages at the time when they were considering adopting her. Now, my question is, why didn't they adopt her? Things that make you go,
Well, I think the other couple beat them out.
Oh, they did say that, didn't they? Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. The other couple, for some reason, the agency picked them instead. That's why they didn't get her.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that part. So I don't know. That was just kind of like a crazy story, to think you putting a little kid in the tub, but when you get the kid into the tub, then you see an adult body, adult features that only adults should have. And I can imagine. Yep, that's I was telling them earlier, this called horror music, and it's copyright free, so I should not get in trouble for using that music. Yep. But we'll wait and see if they charge the parents who have the child now. And I cannot believe it. No more kids. It's raining real bad. Now, my son, he was live on Facebook about 45 minutes ago, and they did trunk or treat at his former high school. So he had took tents and set them up, and all the parents had popped open their trunks. A lot of them had costumes on, and the children were just going from car to car, which makes it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. And then a lady showed up from the city council, I believe it was, and gave them an identifier, and he actually put it on his truck. And the identifier is just to let the parents know that at this location, the candy is safe. Because every year almost you hear about people doing things. Even when I was coming up, unfortunately, my parents had to check fruit. And I don't think we kept too much fruit.
No, we threw it at the house that wouldn't give my kids.
You wrong for that one too. Did you all hear what he said? He said that if the house gave them fruit, that they threw it back at the house because they wanted candy. Now that's horrible.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I said we threw it at the houses that wasn't giving out candy.
Oh, okay. So you would save it the next. That's horrible. Why do kids do that? Boom, you didn't give me candy, so you get fruit. I don't know. I think we kept some of the apples, but my mother had to like go over them really well.
They were doing razor blades and pens.
Right. Because my parents really didn't believe in throwing away much food at all. So I think we probably kept a lot of the fruit. And I almost want to say, Daddy was like, after you eat that fruit, then you can have the candy. So we had to eat the fruit first before we got a treat. and they didn't let us just go through it, you know. Hey, Max, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. That's a great idea. What are you referring to, Jocelynn? Going through the fruit before the kids eat it? I missed that comment as you said it. I had my cursor on top. Black D says, lately, a lot of kids don't trick or treat as much lately. No kids want fruit on Halloween. Oh, they probably don't. Oh, the trunk or treat. Yes, yes. They've been doing that in the Detroit area for a few years now, trunk or treat. And it's a safer environment. Most of the time, schools do put them on. That way they get more participation from all the parents. You know, they just send out a letter saying, you know, we're going to have the trunk or treat, get the kids dressed. It'll be nice and safe to have everybody in one area, and they just go from trunk to trunk with their goodie bags and collect their treats. And we were talking earlier. Now, I was born and raised in Detroit, and Mr. G was born and raised in Pontiac, which is, well, okay, that's where you live. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we both have like different memories or different sayings as children. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard this before, but we used to say, what was I singing earlier? Trick or treat, smell my feet. Yeah. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Did you all say that, or is that just a Detroit thing? Let me know. Black D said, yep, me too. Mm-hmm. Highland Park in Detroit. Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I was in Highland Park a lot when I was younger. That's where I used to party at in my 20s. On Tyler Street, on Grand Street, Leicester Street, Highland. What other street? Oh, goodness. I had a lot of friends in Highland Park. Yep, and jobs do them too, and the co-op do it where I live. Okay, do the trunk or treat. Me too. Highland Park and Detroit, and this comment says Tyler is my family street. Really? Do you know any Davises on Tyler Street? It would have been some time ago. I want to say one of the brothers was like on part of the city council in Detroit, in Highland Park. And there were some sisters. My friend was a guy, his name was Tim or Timothy. And it actually was his mom that lived on Tyler, and we used to party at her house all the time. But the family name was Davis. And I'm not sure what position his brother had on the city council. I'm a Davis. That's my Uncle Kevin. Are you serious right now? Oh my God, I'm about to cry. Detroit is small, but the older you get, the smaller it gets. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have to link up later and talk. Your Uncle Tim um was my best friend. Oh. Yep, the famous Friday night parties. Oh my goodness. How did we get some trick-or-treaters? There's the candy right there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, we're gonna have to link up. I'm trying to remember Shirley's boyfriend name because he used to party with us. Goodness gracious. You were a little girl then? Yep, you sure were. Oh my goodness. How small is this world? Well, you make sure before this broadcast goes off that you send me an email to Agedgraceful at Yahoo. I can't even talk right now. Yahoo.com. Joe. Yeah, Joe. Sharon, yes. Okay. Now, yep. Okay. I remember you all being on the couch sleep while we would be partying. And if you weren't asleep, then you probably played with my kids with the times when I would bring them over, my two sons. Oh my goodness. How did we even get on Highland Park? Oh, when I said trick or treat, smell my feet.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't that something? Let's see. Yep. I remember you all being there at the house until your mom got off of work and would come and pick you guys up. Isn't that something? Well, after how many years now? I'm going to say close to 30. Yeah, close to 30. Because your uncle passed right after I graduated from college. Yep, bad D. Well, it's good to see you again, and even better to know in 1994. Yep, it was right after I graduated. I graduated in 92. Yep, that's correct. Mm, mm, mm. You you hear this conversation in here, Andre? Yep, it is crazy. I just had to stop in my tracks talking. I mean, she said that her family lived on Tyler. Isn't that something? It wouldn't be Halloween. Oh. My son said it don't even have to be Halloween to say trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. He said we could say it anytime. That's just being greedy. But anyway, when Mr. G comes back, we're gonna do I had a banner for it. Random game time. And that's where we're going to do word association. And it has to be about Halloween. I'm going to let him pick the first word. So who do you think is going to mess up first? Agedgraceful or Mr. G? That remains the question. So as soon as he comes back, we'll get started with that. And I really don't think I'm going to get any more kids. I'm a little disappointed. I have all this candy, and I said I would stay on about an hour. Where is my counter? I'm at 45 minutes. So yeah, by the time we do this game, that would be an hour. And then that would have been it for the Halloween live stream. Now I see a car slowing up. Maybe it's some kids. We shall see in a moment. Because like I said, I have the video with the collaboration group to drop. We're all dropping our videos this evening. And actually, this is going to be my third video in one day. I've never done that. But I had some things that all were related that I needed to do today. So probably won't be another video from me until maybe next week. What I really need to do is make some return trips to some other channels. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I don't have the doorbell operational. How you doing? Hey, trick or treat. You out now? What is your costume? Oh, you a what? You a ninja? Okay. All right then. Hi, how you doing? Good. Oh, you're welcome. Be safe. What's that smell? Cake. Whatever you cooking, they can smell it. Yeah. What's that smell? People gonna be coming in trying to eat. All right. Red velvet cake. Oh, red velvet cake. You gonna make homemade frosting to go with it? I already did. Oh, you did? Okay, I gotta see how that turns out. Where you at, Mr. G? Did he give up on me? Yeah. It's a little bit too much butter. Mm-hmm. It is because the sugar I couldn't measure it right. So my last cup of sugar. Yeah, put a little bit more sugar in it because I could even see like the oil of it. But it kind of depends too. If you want your buttercream frosting to be on the softer side, then you could kind of leave it like that. Right. But if you want it where it's going to harden up on the cake a little bit, be stiffer, I would add more sugar and definitely some more vanilla flavor. Okay. Yeah. Only put like a capful of vanilla. No, that's Dollar Tree vanilla. You got to use more than that, and you definitely gonna have to put more sugar because that's gonna thin it out too. I don't know where Mr. G is so we can play this game. I think he dipped out on me to go play chess. It must be chess time. So let me go back to the comments section. Keep cranking them out. The red velvet cakes. Oh no, we don't need but one. I bought a German chocolate cake, and it's still in there. I have not touched it because I drink country time sweet tea, all day long just to keep fluids in my body. And I'm still trying to work on my appetite. My appetite is still bad, you know, after losing my dad. Because when he stopped eating, I was heartbroken and I couldn't eat either. So I at least try to drink fluids to keep my electrolytes up so it doesn't cause like chest palpitations and a fast heartbeat. And so I'll think in my mind, I want to eat something, and then I purchase it and don't eat it. So hopefully that'll get better over time. The holidays are coming, and maybe I'll get, you know, some portions of my appetite back, but I can actually go like all day and not eat, and it doesn't bother me. Um, Maybe like 32 hours later, I might start to get hungry a little bit, but then by the time I eat, I only eat a very small portion. Like if it's a hamburger, I might only eat half of it or something like that. And then I, you know, snack on stuff like pecans, uh, things like that. My indulgence, though, is, and you see, I didn't give any of these away. Caramel M&Ms. These are the bomb. If you try them, you're not gonna be able to put them down. When I go to the Dollar Tree, I get the whole box, just about. I'll get like 10 of them. So like $10 worth, and then I have them for a little while. But they are so good. But I just love these pecans from Wendy's. They taste so good. So I'm at 52 minutes and 7 seconds. I thought I heard a car door, but maybe not. Thought I saw some lights. I'm going to give it 10 more minutes because I think most people start taking their children out to trick or treat at like about 5:30. You know, by the time you get them home from school, give them something to eat and get them dressed and then get them back out into the night. It would take a good hour, maybe hour and a half, because the kids got to go to school tomorrow. They have to go to school tomorrow. Yeah. I think I'm about to get some more kids. Let's see comments. I do that also. My doctor says that my stress is connected to my stomach. That's possible. And I got so much going on right now. Were there many kids so far? I've had, it's either 3 or 4 batches of kids. I missed the first 2. I got some now. Oh, hi. How are you? Trick or treat. You want candy? Open your bag. What's your costume? It's right on my Mario. Oh, okay. I see the M now that you said it. Okay, who's next? Anybody? Okay. All right. You all be careful. Got, oh, okay. You got a lot of candy. That bag is full. Okay, how you doing? Hi, trick or treat. How you doing today? Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You all be careful. Now you missed that one, Andre. I thought it was Jew for a minute. Huh? I said you missed that kid. I thought it was Jew for a minute. What? Yeah. Where was he? He was just with the kids. Oh, I got another group coming. Right. Yeah, they are. Well, they in cars because the rain. All right. I feel bad. Candy. No, well, I got some more. Okay. Hi, how are you? Come a little bit closer with your bag. Okay, what are you? What's your costume? Oh, okay. Hi. Trick or treat. You got a lot of candy and chips too. You gonna have fun. Oh my goodness, they are so cute. So cute. Well, I'm getting kind of low, but I do have some more though. Okay, let's see. What's going on over here? Flawed to perfection. Hey, baby, how you doing? Hello, beautiful people. Happy Halloween. How are you, hon? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yep, so that was what, maybe 6 carloads in total, but it was like at least in between 2 and 4 children each time they came. So that's not so bad. I really believe though, if it had not have, wouldn't have rained, if I might have had a little bit more traffic because everybody, let's face it, they don't have cars. And so you have to do this thing, in groups or get with your neighbors who have cars and things. Because at the end of the day, you want the kids to be safe. And so it's been fun watching them come to get the candy. Oh, thank you. Yep, my costume, since I'm age graceful, of course, I had to be fabulous in all my attire with my mink stole. I think this is Fox. This is vintage. This is real. This was Mr. G's mom's. And he gifted it to me because I love everything vintage. I really do. Look at the shoulders on that. It's just a stole. But I'll wear it like with jeans and a pretty blouse or something like that. Slacks. I've never worn it with a dress, but I'll dress up a pair of jeans in a minute. Let's see. Black D says, thank you. Thank you so much. Yep. So what is it? 58 minutes and 35 seconds. So I'm about a minute and a half shy of my hour goal. So I'm going to give them one more minute. I got 3 Tootsie Pop suckers left and a handful of Tootsie Rolls. And I don't think I'm going to open up another bag. Now, after I close the door, if some little kids come, I won't deny them. Since I do have more candy, I will go ahead and open it and give it to them. But after I close the door, then that's going to be it for tonight because, like I said, I need to drop that video for the Beauty Over 40 collab group. I'm really excited about you guys seeing all of our looks for the month of October. Yeah, beautiful. But this shirt says fabulous. Hey. Just something fun to do. And Mr. G and I hadn't went live together in quite some time. We did one for Valentine's Day one year. We did a live for about 3, almost 4 hours one year for St. Patrick's Day. That was my first year, and I got at least 16 copyright. I did not know about the music. And it was old music, like old jazz or old songs that we used to party to back in the day or whatever. And we had like a St. Patrick's Day party that night. We had a pretty nice sized crowd in the chat box. And so, like I said, we went like 3.5 hours on that live. And the next day, I had all these wonderful views and all these wonderful likes. And then I got an email from YouTube saying I had copyright strikes, multiple. So what happens with that is whoever has the right to the music has like 30 days to like have a fit about it, and YouTube says don't worry about it, don't take down your video, don't change anything, but they do give you the option to remove the music. But if you do that, you also remove the you're talking. So it's like, what's the point? And they said usually if the people don't say anything, and unless you generating like millions of views, most artists are not going to say anything because they would want some of the money too, especially if you have ads, if you're monetized. At that time when that happened, I wasn't even monetized, so it really wasn't a threat to anybody. You will get a copyright unless you use it for reaction or parody. Right. Yep. And it was neither of those. Neither of those. And at one point, they were even talking about removing the reaction part of it. You know, like even if you did reaction videos, they wanted to give you a copyright strike. But it's like, that's all some people's channels is about, is reaction videos. So that would just knock out a whole sector or category on YouTube. So maybe they had some second thoughts about it. I haven't had a chance to like read any of the latest articles or go to the YouTube school, and the analytics where you can learn about different things that are happening. I just haven't had that opportunity in the past few months. But as things kind of slow down and get back to normal for me, then I'll have that opportunity. But like right now, oh, you're back, Darylyn. Good. Glad to see you. I'm back. Blog says all you have to do is delete the live after. And the thing about it is, when you delete your content, you lose all of your watch time for that particular video. What I had done is I put it on private. In fact, I put quite a few of my videos on private right before I got monetized. So when I had reached my goal for monetization, I saw my watch hours starting to go away. And that concerned me. And I'm like, what's going on? Why are my watch hours going away? It's going in the wrong direction. So I immediately wrote YouTube and I'm like, look, I said, I'm under review for monetization and my watch hours are going down. I did not hear anything from YouTube. So I went to the YouTube school where people like type up questions, and then somebody that has experienced something in that area, they'll come back and try to answer the question for you. So what I found out is that when you put your videos on private, that knocks away all the watch hours associated with that video. So that would be the same thing, either to privatize it or to delete it. You would lose your watch hours. So if you're trying to become monetized, that's not a good thing to do. Maybe after you're monetized, you can delete it, but definitely not before. It's not a good idea. Darylyn says, I read the newsletter recently and you can get a strike singing or humming the tune. That's right. You are right. And at one time, I was told that you can play something for 20 seconds. That's not true. D says they pick and choose who they strike. I know reaction channels who have 1 million subs and they don't strike them. They sure don't. You know why? Because they buy the licenses. You can buy a license to play any music you want, but for us to buy a license, I would need to be getting a check from Google. And you still have to work so hard for that check. Like I have my Google, what is, it's not a password, it's some kind of number associated with my account. I haven't even put the number in so that they can send me a check yet or link my bank account to receive the Google checks because it takes so long to earn them. I get most of my perks from people who ask me to review items like wigs, makeup, toys. I get emails just about every day asking me to review products. Darylyn says, D, you're right, because I have watched channels recently playing music from the radio and singing all of the time. No, the 20 seconds sure isn't true. I know it's not, Darylyn. I know it's not. It's not true at all. So you have to be like really careful if you're a small channel. Because we can't even contact them. Um, uh, the Soul Food Queen, she was telling me, you have a lot of ads or commercials on your videos. Why don't you go in and select where you want them to be? And I told her, I said, I don't have that option. You get certain options to do certain things depending on your subscriber count. And that also means getting in touch with them. Like people who have over 1 million subscribers, they have a direct number they can call in. Right. Yep. Let me see. Can you believe I got a strike last year for playing We Wish You a Merry Christmas from the YouTube library? It was their mistake. I emailed them, but they never responded. Now, the only thing, Darylyn, did you put down in your description box where the music came from? Because that's a big thing too. You have to have it in your description box where that music came from. Because if you don't put it in, then that's what makes you get in trouble. It's got to be in your description box. I got in trouble for using music off of an app, an editing app. Hey, Sanov, how are you? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a long time. So good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. It's coming here. I was trying to do Shaka Khan and Whitney Houston comparison. The I'm Every Woman videos. Okay. Wow. Yep, it depends. Like some people can call YouTube and talk to somebody like in 2 minutes. Other people can send an email and get a response within a day or so. And then some people, the only thing you can do is go into the creator studio and you can like screenshot things and you can type YouTube a message and send them the screenshot of the problem, and then maybe they will respond. But when I first started, something happened, and I sent them an email, and I believe somebody in their back office made a mistake and sent me an email back. What did they do that for? Because there's a group of numbers that's associated with that email that belong to my account. So every time I want something personally, I will go back, find that old email, and then I will use that and ask a question in that email like I'm responding to something. They caught a hold to me, or caught on to what I was doing after a while, and said, that I couldn't, use that same email over and over again. But it worked for a while. Let's see. Snow says hi and thank you. Darylyn says I can screenshot now, but I just use YouTube Library. Yep. I have used YouTube Library for a lot of my music in the past, but more recently I've used the editing apps like Viva Video and InShot. And they both have a very large selection of all types of music. And the InShot music, they only have maybe about, I'm going to say 10 categories of music, but I like what they have within those categories, especially some songs by Ixon Official. Hey, Adrian, how are you? So good to see you. Hello, beautiful sis. You look lovely. Happy Halloween and welcome. Good to see you. I got flagged for music that was in the library because the music creator decided to begin selling their music and removed it from the library. You can always talk to them on Twitter. That's what I do. Okay, that's good information. That's something I did not know. Thank you for sharing that. Patrice says the ghouls and goblins are out in force. Well, I've had a few over here. Patrice also says, gotta go to his It's Funny, These Outfits. Okay, thank you so much for coming, Patrice. Gamer Dad says, shout out to everyone. How are you, Gamer Dad? Welcome to the stream. And Adrian says, I'm okay. And you? I'm doing pretty good, baby. It's a day by day thing, but I'm doing okay. It gets better over time. I lost my dad last month, so um, it is what it is. I'm better than I was. I'm gonna say 3 weeks ago. I'll put it that way. Much better, because I was in a bad space at that time. But with prayer and supportive friends, everything works out. Um, Adrian says, hey. Dee says, Gamer Dad. Let's see. Adrian says, oh no, I'm sorry. Thank you, Adrian. Yep, he had been sick since May. He had a fall in May, and that fall kind of brought to the forefront a lot of things that we didn't even know was going on with him. And when you're elderly and you spend a lot of time in the bed to recover from one thing, get up, start going again, then you down again in the bed, and you up again, down again, and he had it, you know. And I took care of him. I worked and took care of him. So I was, very out of it, but I'm feeling stronger now. Sanal says, thank you at Gamer Dad. Sanal also says, I lost my mom last year today. Oh, I'm so sorry. And thank you. So 1 year ago today. Wow. So I know exactly how you're feeling. But like I said, with prayer, that answers a lot of things. And, just keep good people around you, friends. You go to church or church members. Adrian says, I know how you feel. Time will help heal you. I'll keep you in my prayers, sis. I remember you taking care of him. God bless you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I saw, I think earlier today, did you do a video about some pork chops? I think it was. I was like running earlier and I saw a notification and it seemed like I saw a video about some pork chops because girl, you've been eating some good food lately over there on that channel. You guys have to go check her out and see some of that good food she's eating. That barbecue looks good. You had that you had a hot sausage one day. I'm like, oh my God, that was a big sausage. You tore that bread off and said, I don't need this bread because it was a lot of meat on there. That was funny. We all love you. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Gamer Dad says, D and at Flawed to Perfection. Shout out to you. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Gamer Dad. Adrian says, no, I did a sleepy video. Where did I see some pork chops at? Girl, maybe that's what you should do next. Pork chops. I could have swore I saw that you did a video about pork chops. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else. Yeah, you know which, because you had on a red shirt with the sleepy one. But you had on, it seemed like a jumpsuit, a black and white jumpsuit. In that video. On the thumbnail, I should say, because I didn't see the actual video, and I just could have swore that I saw something about pork. Oh, it was last week, and I just saw the notification today. I know I saw something about a pork chop. I did a barbecue pork chop video last week. Okay, all right. I'm behind a little bit. I'm behind. I don't know why I'm just now seeing the notification then, because that was earlier today. I think it was when I dropped my car off because I was just like kind of, thumbing through videos on the ride. Then I had to jump out the car because Mr. G was with me. Maybe it's when I picked it up. Let's see. You look great. Oh, thank you, Adrian. I got glasses on up under this mask so I can read. Okay. I read that one here. I did a barbecue pork chop video last week. Yep, well, I'm gonna have to look at that. Did you cook the pork chops yourself or did you get them from your barbecue joint? Oh, I got trick-or-treaters. Hold on, guys. I was waiting for you guys. Hi. Oh, how you doing? You a little fellow. Oh, you the littlest one I got. You're welcome. Oh. Okay, you all take care. Be careful. Oh. He couldn't even talk. His daddy had to pick him up. He was like, that girl. He was so cute. He couldn't even talk. Let's see. I cooked them trick or treat. Yep, I've been waiting for the kids, girl. And that one, he was adorable. But I guess he could walk because his dad was holding him because he was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. He learned how to say thank you. He getting that candy. When you feed kids, especially candy, they get real happy. Real happy. Yep, he was really cute. I don't know what happened to Mr. G. We were supposed to be doing the random game. I know he back there playing chess. And just left me to fend for myself. Yep, it's some hyper kids tonight. Have I cooked lately? You know what? When is the last thing I cooked? I normally cook every day, but since my dad passed, first of all, I didn't really have an appetite, and I just didn't have to get up and go to get in the kitchen to do things. So the last time I cooked, it was a steak and what do we have with the steak? Broccoli and homemade garlic mash because I had some red and Yukon Gold potatoes I needed to use up. So I boiled those and that's the cake. Oh. It was this. Oh, okay. Well, my son just brought me a piece of cake that he made. Thank you. That's my favorite part too, the corner. I just like that crusty edge. Let's see if I can show it to you. Trying to get it center of the camera. Piece of red velvet cake. I love the corners on brownies and on any kind of cake. Yeah, but I fixed steak. I broiled the steak and had the garlic mashed, and they were so good. I put heavy cream, sour cream, lots of butter, and fresh garlic. I peeled the garlic myself and put it in my Ninja, which chopped it up. And after I poured the potatoes out of the pan to drain them while the pan was nice and hot, I threw the butter in and threw the garlic in to kind of get the essence from out of the garlic to get all in the butter and get good and yummy, which is the same way I do for my seafood boils when I make my butter sauce. And so once the garlic got soft, then I threw the potatoes back in and mashed them up and put Himalayan pink salt. I swear by Himalayan pink salt, it gives your food so much more flavor and it doesn't take as much. So give that salt a try. You will put the white iodized salt down. You would just take that, and if you got snow or ice outside this winter, you might use the rest of the box on your snow and ice outside on the porch because that Himalayan pink salt is what's up. It really is. It's so good. So good. I love brownie corners. They are good. Oh, I love them so much. But what did we have for dinner today? We just stopped at the Coney Island today because I knew I was going to go live and I didn't have much time. So I had a burger and some onion rings. And Mr. G had a cod fish sandwich with cheese and lettuce. Sanal says, is this a new feature to put the comments on the screen? That's awesome. No, it's not a new feature. What it is, it's a free app. It's called StreamYard. If you look on your screen in the upper right-hand corner, it says powered by StreamYard. So it's a free app. that is so much easier than Google Hangouts if you've ever used Hangouts. But with this app, you can put the comments up, which I absolutely love because I wear glasses and it's like I'm have to get up close to read things. So I can just, bam, put a comment up like that. I want to try that. I always come across it. Another thing about it, though, you cannot use it on your phone. You can only use it on your computer, and your computer has to have Chrome because it's a Chrome based. So once you go in, you can set the color that you want for your banners to be. Like tonight, I have them in the color orange just because it's um, Halloween. But you can change, like I'm changing it to pink right quick. You can do it like that. And you can switch from your comments to your banner. And on my banner, if I'm not showing an actual comment, I can hide the comment. When I hide the comment, it comes back up to the channel name or whatever the topic is for that night. Also within this app, the screen can be split um, between people you send a link to join you. Say if you want to do a collaboration video, it could be split into two persons, going up and down with a bigger screen, or with the two persons being right in the center. You could have three people. You could have two people with one on the outside big and a smaller one on the inside. And this is the free version. If you pay for the pro, you get a whole lot more different setups. You can also, like, say for instance, if I wanted to talk about how big the pumpkins were at the apple orchard the other day, I can like click and put a picture up here on the screen next to me. Which way am I? Next to me, of a pumpkin or of the orchard that I went to, so that it's more interactive. If I'm discussing a product like makeup, eyeshadow palettes, I can put a picture of the palette right next to me in the screen. And it's easy. You set up your broadcast. You can either set it up or go live right then and there, or you can schedule it like I did today. I scheduled this morning for 6:30 this evening, and then all you had to do is go into the broadcast room and then hit go live. Another good thing about this application is that it will put you into a practice environment so you can see what everything is going to look like before you even try it out for the first time. I think it's a little bit expensive unless you go live a lot. It's like $20 a month. Um, for the cheapest pro plan. But if you're a person that goes live every day or 3 or 4 times a week, then it might benefit you. But you have some sectors of YouTube, like the beefing channels, beef and gagging channels, they go live 3 and 4 times a day. Hey, Breezy, how are you? Are you with your dad at the uh trunk and treat? He went live earlier. I saw him at the high school. Adrian says hi, Breezy. Did you get a lot of candy tonight? I had a few kids come over. They were so cute. I even had a little baby. My last person was a little baby. And I see some lights coming up the street, so I might get another group. We'll see. I'll give them a few minutes. I was just going to do this for an hour, but I still have a few more pieces of candy on my platter. Yep, the car is going really slow, so it might be some more kids coming. Yep, they just pulled over. Yep, I think I got some. Let me get ready. Oh boy, it's a lot of them. They screaming. Hey, hold on 1 second. Okay. Trick or treat. How you doing? It's getting cold out here for you. How long you been out? An hour. Okay, you all be careful. Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. Oh my goodness. Woo! They screaming and running. Hi. How you doing? Trick or treat. There you go. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat. Happy Halloween. You all be good. All right. Woo! He was bigger than me. Talking about trick or treat. Ah. No, not today. It was cold and I have homework. Yeah, it is cold. No, I did not get candy yet. I hope very soon. Oh, wow. How your daddy gonna go give out candy and not take you? Ain't that something? I'm glad I got this fur on because it's cold outside. I don't know how those kids are doing it, but I guess between their outfits or costumes, I should say, and their little jackets or whatever. But that last little boy, he didn't even have a hat on, but he wasn't really little. He was my height, to tell the truth. Let's see. Hide that comment. Yep, so we were talking about this app. Like I said, free app, very easy to use. It has a lot of interactive features to it. I highly recommend it. You have the same thing you have on YouTube. You have your live clicker or counter for how much time you've been on. You have your area that shows how many visitors are in the room. Dee says, got big kids trying to trick or treat. Yeah, he was as tall as me. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. Don't you forget to email me, Dee. Do not forget. So we can exchange telephone numbers. We got to keep up. Let's see. Breezy says, I was going to go, but I didn't want to be in the weather. Adrian says, I'm 47 and I like to trick or treat. I know that's right, girl. Yep, he was a big boy. He had a backpack. He had a backpack full of candy. Jocelynn says, if they're respectful, I don't mind the bigger kids. That's right. Yep, I mean, they can't help how tall they were. Like when I first started this live, I said the same thing. I'm tall. So I know exactly what it means to be a tall child, and you want to, do what the other kids are doing. And Dee says, okay. And it's as simple as that, you know. All kids are kids no matter what, no matter what. And I don't see any more lights at this point. I do have another bag of Tootsie Rolls, and I wasn't going to open up any more candy, but what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. It's still relatively early, but I think that trick-or-treaters should be done by like what? No later than like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night, because these kids have to go to school tomorrow, and they shouldn't, be up this late if they have to go to school. Adrian says, gotta go. Mama calling. Love you, sis. Love you too. Tell your mother I said hello. And I'm going to get over to her channel soon. You guys check out Adrian Slay's Variety and check out her mom's channel. I'm sure she'll have a link in her description, or she will tell you how to get there. Jocelynn says, are you still going to play the game with Mr. G? I wanted to, but I think he went to sleep on me. That'd be real funny, right? Let me go back here and see what he's doing and see if he'll play this game. I think I got one more comment here. Breezy says, bye, everyone. Our dresses didn't come today, baby. Maybe they'll come tomorrow. I knew it. Everybody like, well, just as I thought, Mr. G pooped out on me. He's back there watching the game and playing chess. What'd I tell you? He is a chess fanatic. Sanaa says, at first, gorgeous, thank you. It's vintage. It belonged to Mr. G's mom, and he gave it to me. It does have a few spots in it where like a moth got a hold to it, maybe around the collar somewhere, but it's very old. But I will put it on in the fall, like not a day like today, but a nicer day, and put on a real pretty blouse and some nice jeans or some nice slacks and some nice boots. And you can't tell me nothing when I do that, okay? I just love vintage things anyway, so it was a lovely gift that he gave me. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, but Mr. G is down for the count, involved in his chess game, and I actually went over by almost 40 minutes, waiting for the little ones to come by. I saw some really cute kids. It was nice to see them. It put me in a good mood for today, and we'll see what kind of mood I'm going to be in tomorrow. You got to make every day count. and do something good with it, or do something good for others, is the best policy, I would say. So you guys have a good evening, and I will see you soon. Don't forget that right after I'm done with this broadcast, I'm going to be dropping that makeup video from the Beauty Over 40 collab makeup group. So be sure to check that out. Okay. Dee says okay. And Dee also says true. And I appreciate you guys coming to spend some time with me this evening. I enjoyed you all. You all have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.